Hello, heroes.
Sorry about that.
Phew, we're back.
We were pulled into shadow briefly, but we're back. Excellent. So our two fair friends here with Openy have just reached the sort of ticketing counter of intake and visa distribution of the embassy. So there's an hourglass on the wall, a sand grain drops every once in a while, and a little fey creature sort of writing a new sparkly number of like the next person, and a new person sort of walks up. So Openy, this is where you let them off.
Right, so this is you. I hope that your ferry ride was satisfactory.
It was.
Good.
Well,
5
when
out
you
of
started
5.
it. Yeah.
Great. Have a good rest of your stay here.
When do you work normally?
Host.
Most weekdays?
Oh. Well, maybe we'll see you again sometime.
If
when we're
you-
back here for some reason.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
I think because of
I give her a business card.
a nice one.
I mean, yeah, they're all
They're
the
all the
same.
same, okay.
Yeah.
She looks for a place to put it
Oh,
and nods.
just holding it. I think for Misunderstood Beast, I think like the extra, because that was so perfect, I think you give them some hint to make their process go speed along.
Oh, perfect.
So like what do you think like will make this go easier for them? You
Right.
Want, like they want the, maybe asking for the right package. There's like package deals that are worth.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I don't know, Darcy. What sort of packages are there?
I think there is the yeah. Let's see. Let's call it the smooth transition package. Okay,
Ooh,
that's what you want to ask for.
Okay. Yeah. There are a number of packages, and the smooth transition would suit you just fine.
It's not the cheapest, but it's worth it.
It'll work out for you.
Oh, great.
Not the cheapest, oh boy. I don't know that I can afford that.
We'll figure it out. Thank you very much, Openy.
It was very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
All right, Openy heads out, and you guys take a ticket for your next order, and there's all manner of strange beasts, mostly live, who seem to be, waiting for their ticket to come around. Your ticket finally comes up. It does take some time, and you're watching people. There seem to be occasional like deals they'll make if you're like there seems to be a considerable amount of haggling going on. There are some people who are just like bureaucratic, pay the orbs and check out. But there's a couple people who seem to be like in the know, maybe asking about the right package or something. So this seems to be a place where you could maybe haggle. So it's your turn. Your number, 25,060 blue comes up.
That's us.
That's us. So we sidle up to like the kiosk.
Yeah, and there's the ghost that has all these like wild tassels on their hat, who looks pretty like serious and takes their job very seriously.
Hello.
What may I help you with today?
Flip, 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 flip. And a little card.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
from the match.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
He looks very incredulous at that.
I quickly write "cool" on the card and I hand it back to
He
him.
looks so upset.
Bring
Starts
it
climbing
all the way
down.
back. Oh my god.
Starts running
Is
off.
a bit of him
I
like
just
wet?
don't ever
Yeah.
know what he wants from me.
He just starts limping
It
off.
looks like it's really hard for him to get around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hey, Lucky Strike, come back here.
Hobbles all over.
I put him inside the like open rib cage of Pepin, and I say, just go fly to Kitty.
Oh. Cool. What's Papan?
Pepin, that's
The mechanical
that's
bird.
the mechanical
Mechanical
bird that reads your thoughts and prints them out on ticker tape.
Terrifying.
Also, it allows Wayne to spy on people.
Great.
That's the thing we look through to see.
Yeah. So Pepin and Lucky Strike take off, and Lucky Strike lights one of their matches and starts burning, starts drying off the wet
part of
portion.
him that's wet.
Oh,
of
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
As they go out of frame.
Excellent. So they swoop through the cavernous halls and creating little ripples in all the canals.
Hi there. 3 of us have received an invitation to an event in the Pale Sun, and it would be incredibly rude of us not to attend. You understand. So we were hoping to get visas. We're interested in the Smooth Transitions package.
He looks, he was sort of, about to play hardball with you, but as soon as you say that, he relaxes a little bit and he says, you want 3 of the Smooth Transition packages.
That's correct.
I think
And
that's what we would like, yes.
I believe that the person who invited us, Vittoria Zhu, has an account that
Ooh.
should be open for
Nice. Give me that bluff check.
Okie
There you go.
Yay!
What should I
That's
use?
some kind of
Interaction?
And persuasion is definitely the skill that I know you
Oh,
have,
yeah, I
because we
do.
both got it, baby.
I have a level 5 in persuasion.
What?
Yeah.
That's
So-
Wayne, baby.
I only have level 2.
I've got level 3.
I
You're
don't
the
know
worst
what to
at
tell you.
persuasion out of everyone in the group.
Or no, I'm sorry.
It
Wait.
should be 2.
It should
or
be
3. It
three.
should be 3. Unless
Maybe
you
that
put
is
a
a
lot of
3
it.
and my handwriting is truly terrible.
If he had a
It kind of
5.
looks like a 5, right?
It does look like a 5,
Why do I
but
have
I
a
don't think
5?
it's a 5.
It's definitely 3. It has to be 3 because mine is
Is
3
it?
and
I
we have
think,
the
but I
same
think
skill.
I had something. Shepherding Minds maybe gave me a bump, or something else
Oh.
gave me a bump that I don't remember.
Let's say it's 5. It might be 5. I think
think-
you might be right.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Let's
I don't
look into
remember
it.
why, but I can almost promise I didn't make
And
it up.
we're
No, I bet
making
you're
a
right.
roll
And
one.
we've got an extra venture. Okay.
Sweet.
Nice,
I'm
thank
gonna lie my ass off. A 5 and a 0.
Is that on the sortilege die?
You know what it is. So
We have a flux!
there's
We
a
got a
flux.
flux. We
Perfect.
got a flux.
Okay. But with your 5 and gosh, and all that you just all your skill, the +1 of the venture, and you're dropping something reasonable. It's reasonable that she should have an account here.
Yep.
But let
Don't
me-
forget that I also have this Vex
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
sitting on too.
That's
You have what?
I'm sitting on a Vex also.
Oh, well,
Embassies
But it's
usually
in
have tabs.
I don't know if it matters
right?
that it's in the perception pool.
it's true. I'll see if I can work it in.
Okay.
Okay, so cool. All right, I'm trying
All
to
right.
see
What the flux?
what the flux.
What the flux indeed.
I wish I had everyone's Twitter handles on here. That's what I should have made everyone give me, because I would love to give it to someone who's here. Okay.
PCL burned me pretty good.
Excellent.
Persuasion 3, handwriting -3.
No, yeah, that could.
All
I think that
right.
might be me.
Evans
know.
Evan Saft, who I'm not sure if he's here or not. A small item on your person develops sentience.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
fascinating.
Damn!
So-
We just sent the bird away. We just sent the bird
know.
away. Ugh.
What is it? Let me look at what I have on.
Yeah, think about what you have on you, because that will
Oh
emerge.
man, I know it'd be perfect for this situation. Victoria's journal develops sentience right as I'm lying to this guy about her
That's awesome.
helping us.
Perfect. That is perfect. Okay. He goes, "Oh, you must be the one that she meant. Of course. I will put the fees on her account, and you should know that the gate will take you right there.
Perfect.
The Smooth Transition package has all of the instructions that you will require for your safe and effective transition into the Pale,
And out of the pale, right?
and out of the Pale."
Great.
Assuming you behave yourself accordingly, of course. They are very strict about the rules there.
Of course.
And please do wash your face first. It's a little tip I learned. Wash your face, then carry out the procedure, and then go to sleep.
This is gonna sound worse than I mean it, but is it possible for people to get deported from the Pale?
Almost certainly.
Wow.
Although it's very rare. They have other.
What happens if you die then?
Well, you're in a very good company if you die there. I don't recommend it though. I am dead, but everyone needs to find their own time. But here are some additional pamphlets. I see that you have a lot of questions.
Dying and being dead.
Yes, on dying
And it's
being
like
dead.
a ghost dad like hugging his
Yeah.
ghost daughter.
Oh yes. So he sort of tries to send you along the way and move the line around, but you have a whole bunch of pamphlets, and you didn't have to pay anything for those 3 things.
Right, easy.
And I don't know. I think with like the good package, maybe you don't even have to have given a name. You have the stuff. You give it to 3 people and you're good.
Oh boy.
So, all right, you have successfully left with 3 visas. You've met potentially a new friend. I think we should do character summaries unless there's any final stuff you want.
Oh, that's good.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so this is a like dangerous but less devastating session than we've had before.
Fairly successful
So-
session.
Yeah, why don't we go around and talk about like what major things came out for your character, how they feel about stuff, and whether you've made any progress along like your character arcs and things that might bring you joy or despair. And so I had meant for this jam shift to bring you joy because it was like a helpful ghost to help you with things. Kitty may not have appreciated it, but so that is a joy, and you got a despair earlier. So, who's ready to talk about their character?
I can.
Okay,
I
what's
forget-
Wayne feeling?
When you gave me this, or what it was for, I should have written it down.
I'm forgetting what that despair was for. It was
I am too.
a lot happened this session.
Was
a
I here?
spoon. It was that
This-
the ticker tape was
Oh.
coming out in the form of spoon.
That's
That's
right.
right.
It was
Um,
echoes of your spoon man.
Yeah, so I was gonna, because that definitely makes sense as a source of despair.
Yeah.
Is
You'll never be rid
feeling
of me, Wayne.
Yeah, the manifestation and like the push and pull of Spoon Wayne is horrifying.
Yeah,
It's something that I can't control, and
God.
Wayne is all about control.
yeah, absolutely.
I do think though, overall, as far as Wayne's days usually go, this was nonstop positivity. I feel like there's at least a joy in here for, first of all, having Kitty echo my sentiments on Calvin. I was afraid that was going to have to be a
Validating, right?
much bigger fight, or like that I would be alone there.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I haven't felt the yearning to like make a friend in a long time, and I did, and it feels good.
I'm very happy. We'll see if this goes well for you. It's the start of a character arc. We'll see if
Yeah.
it's reciprocated, but yeah, I think even wanting to be socialized with someone is a big step forward for Wayne.
Yes.
Definitely a joy for that. How do you feel about your character arcs?
I'm
So-
still extremely frustrated that my memory problem is like, it just seems like it's getting further away from me, if anything.
Right.
I also have more questions than answers about Calvin now
Yeah.
for my Learn About a Person arc. And my Aid a Friend arc feels like it's over because as far as I know, I believe that our contract is resolved. The housing contract. So I'm good to
Immediate
go.
danger, certainly.
Yeah, I think you finished that arc.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
I will give you some acumen for that for sure.
Sweet. I don't remember what that does.
Yeah, what finishing
What
an arc.
acumen does.
Acumen, it helps you get new general spells. It helps you open up new character arcs. So you'll have to spend a little bit to open up the new Make a Friend arc, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Basically, anything you want, like skills, upgrading your house, learning secrets, anything that's not your forte.
Oh, that's
or
how I
your-
got it.
Yeah.
That's how I got persuasion up.
Oh,
I put
really?
acumen into it.
It can
Nice.
also buy up your certs and qualia.
Only moving up in your forte lets you do
Does
that.
Okay.
Ooh. Which I did also.
Yeah, so you may not have added to your
I don't know that I did.
pools. We will have you do that though, but let's give you 6 acumen sort of overall for closing down an arc and making a little bit of progress. I feel like you learned a little more about Calvin, right?
You learned, yeah.
I
what
learned
you
how much I don't know
Yeah,
about Calvin.
exactly.
Yes, that can still be a step. So I think that's why I'm giving you 6. And you got a despair from a GM shift and a joy from things like actually kind coming up Wayne for once.
Feels good.
It does feel good. All right, which of you are ready?
I think Calvin, because
Okay.
Calvin, I think, had not a ton that he did, but a lot happened around him.
Yeah.
So I think I feel absolutely he definitely has a joy because hey, he's released from the worst part of
For
this
sure.
contract. He is no longer dying every time he leaves his miserable apartment. And on top of that, he cast a powerful spell and it went right. So like that's pretty great for
Yeah.
him. And as far as despair, Calvin doesn't know this, but the two people that he trusts most in the world do not trust him.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they agree on that.
Absolutely. Definitely a joy and despair for those two. That's pretty rough. I think that so they're sort of like, for arcs, they're sort of finishing the thing, and then they're sort of, okay, how does our world change after that? So there's usually like a little two acumen, like reflect, have like a scene or something later on of like how you have or haven't changed after it. Just sort of a tying it all together. So we'll, want you to reflect on that with your help a friend, maybe next. And so you finished your major arc of making a powerful enemy, I think, except for we need to see.
There's, I think it's not done yet, but
Yeah.
definitely advanced because
Yes.
I think we need to see Daniel McPherson's wrath.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I assume it will be heavy.
Cool. And so what other arcs do you have going? Is that it?
So the other one I have is Find a Place in Saturnine, which it like can be very straightforward, like find a place to live, which
Yeah.
I sort of unfound that.
You did.
Because who knows if I get to continue living in that place. And also, like metaphorically, it can be like find who you are and what you should do. And I don't think Calvin knows that
Yeah, no.
yet at all.
I think we're just starting to pry open that can of worms.
Definitely going to be using some of these acumen that I get today to open up some new plot arcs
Cool.
for myself.
I'm going to give you 4 acumen for moving along your powerful enemy arc, and for generally sort of and then I'll give acumen for everybody at the end. So, and you got a joy and a despair.
Yes.
All right, Kitty, how you feeling?
Kitty is feeling good about the stuff that she was able to do, but increasingly nervous about the arc that she is on.
Yeah.
Because like she's still on this settle a debt thing, and the one that she opened up last time was figure out Calvin,
Yeah.
and both of these things are like terrifying. This long-term Kitty Hart thing is like
Yeah.
not good. It's not getting any better. And with whatever acumen that I acquire, I intend to open up, like, find out what I've forgotten in regards to the
Yeah.
original Kitty Hart, because that feels like
Cool.
a smaller quest, like
Yeah.
a mini game as a part of that, not just the big
giant,
thing.
yeah.
Because it feels like I'm worried that I killed her.
Yeah.
And whether or not that's true, it really feels worth finding out. But like that's where she currently is. It doesn't feel very good, and it's also like worrying that it seems like both Wayne and I, and possibly Calvin, all of us, are lacking a lot of our memories. It's a common theme, and
Yeah.
none of it feels very good. And the more she figures out with Calvin, like this whole erase man aside, because hopefully he'll come back with
Yep.
some actual answers. Everything that we learn about him is more like open-ended questions that
Right.
are just very confusing, and point to like higher power levels.
Yep.
And it's
It's very unsettling.
it's very unsettling.
Fine.
So she's not.
It's fine.
It's not like she's in a terrible bad place, but she's unsettled.
Cool. Yeah.
It's not fine.
Yeah. What do you think
It's
she?
not fine.
All right. So finding more about Calvin definitely had some, like, you haven't quite had the payoffs yet
Right.
of the threads that you've
But
made
it's good.
progress towards.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would give you 4 for that.
Cool. Thank you.
And then, yeah, do you think you had any direct OG Kitty Hart tie-ins for understanding that?
Today, I really don't think that I did.
Yeah, we brought up the possibility of learning about her in the Pale, but I think that's
Right.
next.
Yeah,
There
that's
yet.
next time.
Cool. All right, and then I think, all of you have especially. I feel like all of you have potential use for the Vittoria Jus
Yeah.
sort of plot line, and that kind of got opened up with, with the invitation. You are taking her up on that. You're moving forward with getting the visas, and despite things almost going really south, you actually did do that really successfully. And I think everybody gets a little more acumen just for
sweet.
succeeding against that horrible lease.
Much.
Which you did in various ways. So I'm going to give you 2 for the Vittoria Jus, and I'm going to give you 2 for the lease.
Oh wow.
So some of you have gotten, for those of you playing at home, or getting ready to play at home, I am probably giving out slightly too much acumen and ever so slightly too much despair and joy, but I think we accomplish a lot, and so.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the pace that you want your game to
Yeah,
move.
I still think this is very valid. It's just probably on the high side, in case you were wondering.
And yeah, I do want to point out, as Rourke9 pointed out, the chat got to learn about Lucky, which I
Yes.
think they get a joy.
Oh yay.
Yay! I feel personally enjoyed. Enjoyed? Wow, that's not how English works. Excellent.
Is there anything that I should be doing with joy or despair?
When you have a joy and a despair, you can use that together to move up in your forte
Sure,
or
sure.
your order.
Which I
So,
wanna.
yeah. So and Crux is what that's called. It can also level up your familiar,
Cool.
which is pretty great. I'm pretty sure. So we have a development mode session going on over text with my buddy Alan here, and we may release that, but we'll figure out what context we'll release it in soon.
Spooky.
So, lots of secrets to unveil next week. Please tune in. We'll be meeting on our usual Wednesday time at 7:30. Thank you so much for joining us. This was really, really fun, and we always
Yeah.
love interacting with you. Excited to see you next week.
See you next time, heroes.